Hello everyone, Cesare here with more Final Fantasy XIV. As you can see, Miro is here. She's joining us in Azys Lla with Biggs, Wedge, Y'shtola, Estinian, Alphanote, and Sid. I'm not going to talk to all of them today because they say the same things they said when I ended the stream yesterday. Or last Saturday. Man, it's been a week already. Anyway, we're going to talk to the guidance note. If you recall, we just found out about something called the Warring Triad Control. Today, we might find out some more about that. Or we may not, who knows. In Node we trust. The Aeon's old guidance node is patiently awaiting instructions. Greetings, Mistress Miro. Is there something you wish to know? Tell me how to reach the flagship. Tell me how to reach the Aether Chemical Research Facility. Nothing in particular, Gilly. Requesting access to Aether Chemical Research Facility. Access granted. Generating route. Route generated. Commencing guidance to chosen direction. Please be aware that designated route may take you through restricted sectors and that the Isle's defense systems may attempt to terminate you. Be kindly reminded that, in accordance with the terms and conditions of use, you and your party assume all risk of damage or injury, including death, that may occur en route to your destination. Thanks. Talk to Alphanote. Can the guidance note be trusted? I know not, but we have few other options. Let us see where it leads us. Miro, Y'shtola, Estinian, we four shall proceed to the research facility. Sid, the Excelsior is our sole means of escape. Pray remain here and have her ready to depart at a moment's notice. Understood. We'll see just how she's prepared and ready to fly. If anything happens, let me know via Link Pearl. Be on your guard, my friends. The enemy could be anywhere. Alright, so there are quests in this area. We're not going to do any of them. We are, however, going to run through Azys Lla because Azys Lla is awesome. I like this place. I actually like the music here too. It's very Allegan-y. Like, it's pretty much what I would imagine an Allegan music to be like. Very metal-y and trancey. Last time I came here through here, the Snapper Rooks gave me a lot of problems because I only had PMETs geared to use. No offense to PMET, but that's just undergeared for this point. Now, Miro's better geared, ready to take on the world. She has all of this, which I actually need to repair, so let me go do that. But yeah, I got all of this, these blue, the Hellfire stuff. It's only item level 230, so I can upgrade it further, which I'm going to. I got these necklaces. Oh, I got this necklace, a bracelet from the Great Google Library, which I'm also going to upgrade when I get a chance. And eventually I'll upgrade the earring and rings. And I also got a new weapon, the Thavnarian Katars from the Great Google Library. I think I got this from. Yeah. So the thing here is, Azys Lla has like all these little buildings in them, and I don't have to go into any of these. At least I don't think so. But here's a centrifugal crystal engine. That's kind of cool looking. This building's kind of odd. Okay. Unfortunately, we kind of just ran around to a dead end because I don't have the map unlocked for this place, and I rarely ever walk around in this area anymore. Most of the time it's always fly around because this place is the easiest to unlock flying in. You just do the main story. Whereas I went through and I unlocked, hang on, gotta move that, there we go. I went through and I unlocked the Dravinian Forelands and the Churning Mists. I have to finish off the Dravinian Hinterlands and the Seer Clouds still. But I'll get to those eventually. Before next stream, most likely, because that's when we'll be doing post Heaven's Ward stuff. Okay, I'm going over here. You want to fight? All right, let's do this. So yeah, Azys Lla is an odd place. If you remember, these snapper rooks originally came into the game during Binding Coil of Bahamut. Turn 4, I want to say, was the first time they appeared. At least the character model, and they had to be picked up by tanks because they'd use an ability called Pox, and the tank had to move out of the way of it, or else they'd get hit with a debuff that lowered their HP. Okay, I want to go this way. And we got Clockwork Engineers. These are the robots from FF13. They make a reappearance. They were also in turn 4 of. Oh, this water's gross. Anyway, turn 4 of Binding Coil Bahamut. I don't think I'm gonna be able to sneak through all of these though. One of them might aggro me. If it does, that's okay. Alright, we've reached our destination. I'm going to be sharing screens here so that PMX can lend her voice because she is also on channel today.
Hello.
Okay. Can you see that?
Let me check. Yeah, let me just make this screen larger. Okay. Mayhaply now it has further instructions for us.
Mayhap indeed. We've scarce begun, and it already leads us to a dead end. If I'm not mistaken, that is some manner of teleportation device. You are currently within Alpha Quadrant. First, you must use the nearby matter conduit to travel to Beta Quadrant. Please wait a moment while I activate it. Alright, stop screen share for now. There you go. I will let you know when I turn it back on so that you can be ready. Okay, so yeah, I like this area. It's a long drop if you were to fall off. But in this game they don't let you jump off places without your flying mount. Unlike Dragon Quest Heroes, where I'm walking along and it just throws me off all of a sudden. Oh. That was handy. Tossed us from one area to the next. There we go. So if you recall, there's 4 quadrants. We're going to have to go through probably each of them, but... According to my records, this conduit was last served approximately 5,014 years, 6 months, 11 days, 7 hours, and 13 minutes ago. That it should function without mishap may be described as a miracle. Thanks. Chimerical maintenance. The guidance note is ready to take you through the Beta Quadrant. Resuming guidance to Aetherical Chemical Research Facility. Please follow me. This sector, the Beta Quadrant, is home to laboratories which produce chimerical life forms for both military and household applications. Our facility has been awarded 3-star certification for compliance with ASO 3001. The good behavior of the creatures born here is guaranteed. Please be warned, however, that millennia of neglect may have had adverse effects on their disposition. For your own safety, please refrain from approaching the creatures. Lovely. So, hey look, Lamias. So the fun thing about that is ISO 3001 is an actual thing in real life, not ASO. I guess that A stands for Allegan. I don't remember if there's a way out through over there, or if I have to go up and around here. I'm sure both will work. Let's go this way. We'll go into this cave. We can ride squirms though. Lamia Cybrid. Look at all these weird crystal formations. And fire spirits. A lot of fire spirit. Aha! Chimeras, yes. Elegant chimeras. They look exactly the same as the Dorm Chimera and every other chimera. Life of Brain instead of Life of Brian. Oh, I see B rank. Alright, so unfortunately, Squirm's gonna interrupt the music with Squirm's music, so I'm gonna hop off Squirms for now and just run. But anyway, here's one of the B ranks you can hunt if you're here. His name is Omni. I've killed him a few times, he's not too bad. I think he's one of the stronger B ranks though, so you don't want to go into him unprepared. At least not when the place first came out. When Heaven's Ward first came out, he could be really rough. I remember when I was first playing in the Sea of Clouds, and I was leveling. I think it was around the part where we did Bismarck, and someone's just like, "You win this time, Squonk," because Squonk is another level 50, or is another level 60 B rank hunt. Which means they're soloable. You don't need a party to do them if they're B rank, but Squonk is a Paisa. And he's larger than other Paisa, and it was just funny to see that random person. You win this time, Squonk. I don't remember Squonk being exceptionally difficult either. Maybe it was just the fact that his name was Squonk. Which is a fantastic name. The other B rank was a Vanu, which sometimes would spawn right beside the Vanu camp that you can teleport to, okay Zandu. And the first couple times I saw him, I was like, wait, why does that Vanu have a red name? Not realizing it was the B rank, because he was right beside the village. So I was like, oh, okay. He's just one of the NPCs in the village. But then he wanted to fight. And normally I'm okay with fighting, but... Alright, so we made it. So now... Sharing screens. The orb is beginning to try my patience. The area here teems with chimerical creatures. Be on your guard.
The Allegans did not respect life. Brilliant as they were, I cannot bring myself to respect them.
Hello, Toon Lonk. How you doing? How's your Saturday? Unable to activate matter conduit. Energy shortage detected. Identifying cause. Cause identified. Unauthorized siphoning of energy by chimerical creatures. Locations: the Recombination Labs and Biomass Incubation Complex. This is short. Our time is short. Let us split up and eliminate the culprits. Miro, pray dispatch the creatures at the Recombination Labs. The rest of us will sweep the incubation complex. Take care and return hither when you are done. Alright. Well, where's the Recombination Labs? What? Where the fuck over there? Oh don't remember that. Alright, well, whatever. Let's head over there. My Saturday's been great. I've been up for an hour. I got up at 1:45. Wait, not even an hour. 45 minutes. I got up in an hour at 1:45, and then PMA instantly started bothering me to play MapleStory. And I was like, I hate that game. And she was like, no you don't. You never even said that. And I was like, wait, yes. Sorry, I'm filling out our conversation just to have a little more substance.
Yeah, I was shaking my head anyway.
And then I discussed future projects with PMET for my stream and YouTube channel.
And for me to get stuff on MapleStory.
Yep, but you'll have to wait and see what those are. I've picked out my Monday game, but I'm not telling you what it is. You'll have to wait and see. I'm very excited because I've never played it before.
Though I will say, I keep forgetting, you gotta add the, peep to your Frankenfurts thing.
Yeah, well, you gotta remind me how to do that because I haven't done that in forever.
I don't know how you did it the first time. I know I have to make it public or something so you can use it.
Yeah.
And then I can privatize it again. It says like, oh, if someone uses it while it's public, then you're screwed. Or whatever. But...
yeah, I'll look into it after the stream then. Lonk, are you a fan of Fire Emblem? Look at these glowing Empooses. They're like... Oh, that's 1 of 3. Okay, where's the other one? There's another destination over here. Apparently this is the recombination labs. Apparently the Alligans were not in the mindset to actually build a building. They were just like, fuck it, this cave will work. When clearly they had the ability to build gigantic, amazing structures. They couldn't build anything in this cave. They're just... You like Fire Emblem? Are you looking forward to the re-release of Shadows of Valencia? I think that's what it's called. I might pick it up. I still haven't beaten Fire Emblem Awakening, though I did do a mission not yesterday, but the day before that, and I actually steamrolled the mission because I spent a lot of time just leveling up. I'm not very good at Fire Emblem games. I can't play them on classic or hard. I have to play them on normal because I'm just... Otherwise my entire party would die, and if we play it on classic, you can't revive them, so...
Oof.
I'd just be going through the game with no party members.
Oh, that's not a party.
Oh, it's funny because I was doing this mission and they had this boss who's like the strongest swordsman in the land, and I have this NPC with me who never takes damage from anything. Right? Somebody hits him, he's just shrugs it off and nothing. I'm like, oh, that's weird. That's cool. But the boss hits my character that doesn't take damage from anyone and does 5 damage to him, and I'm like, oh, that's actually rather impressive and surprising. My character then counterattacks and kills the boss. I was like, Jesus Christ. Hey, glowing chimera, look at this. He wants to fight Miro. He's going to fail.
Oh, by the way, you're still screen sharing. I don't know if you want to be. But, regarding the emote, I believe I saw that you can, like, control click or something on it in, I guess, Twitch chat, and then you take it or something. I don't know.
You're saving up.
I could also just give it to you.
That's true. I'll figure it out, or we can figure it out. You're saving up for the new 2DS XL Super Hyper Ultra Mega featuring Dante from Devil May Cry and Knuckles. I am not familiar with that. I'm out of the loop on games. Like, I have this list of games. It's over there now. so I can't get it. But I got them to print me out a list of games that are scheduled to come out in 2017. And on the last page, at the very bottom, is Death Stranding. And I was like, yeah, that's not coming out in 2017. And they're like, the guy's like, I doubt it too, but they told us to put it on there.
People should know about it, that's for sure.
Yeah. So I have 2 games I have pre-ordered right now. I have Final Fantasy 12 HD remake, of course, because yeah, if it's not obvious, I love Final Fantasy.
Really?
Yeah, and also I have Uncharted Lost Legacy pre-ordered. That comes out on a few days after Final Fantasy 12, actually. I'm probably not going to play the HD remake of FF12 immediately because I have a lot of other games in place and I've played FF12 a lot. There we go. We cleared those monsters. Now we can move on.
I gave my Kana the pink beam battle text. It's cute.
Oh?
Still mad I never got the rainbow combat text. I tried really hard to get it.
Yeah, I tried really hard to get it too.
No, you didn't. It was like the second one you got.
That's true. And Dragon Quest VIII, that's actually a good idea. Is the new 2DS XL cheaper than the 3DS XL? I haven't looked at the price of these things in forever. I thought the price of them would come down and kind of normalize because the 2DS is really just the 3DS without the 3D. Yes, the way they name their consoles is dumb. The 3DS XL, the new 3DS XL. Okay. That's not clear at all. Or the Wii, the Wii U. My brother, he's like, hey, I'm coming over later. And I'm like, okay, I'm streaming from this time to this time. Then I'm going to the gym at this time. And then I'm going to be streaming again at this time. And he's like, that's a lot of streams on a Saturday. And I'm like, it's a new thing I'm starting. And people seem to really enjoy the multiplayer stuff. He's
I
like,
would have just said, it's a Saturday.
Yeah. And he's like, okay, well, I'm coming over later to get your Switch. And I'm like, this is news to me. He's like, I want to play it for the new Zelda. And I'm like, but my Switch is brand new. And you have a kid.
I'm coming over later to take all your money, by the way.
I told him instead he can borrow my original 3DS that I still own and still works perfectly, and he can borrow that as long as he gets himself a charger for it, and he can borrow Zelda: A Link Between Worlds. And he was like, okay, I like that idea. And I'm like, then if you prove that you don't destroy that, maybe then you can borrow my Switch. Oh, it's $50 cheaper? That's not bad. Machines are not to be trusted, least of all those that can think. And Azys Lla.
Alphanode has come far. Master Lla would be proud.
An Alpha Node. While facing the chimerical creatures, I had a moment of inspiration. I feel I've attained a better affinity with arcane entities. You say that every time we fight something. Energy restored to conduit. Please wait a moment while I activate it. Yeah, Long says that the Wii U had a lack of marketing and that's what killed it, essentially. Pretty much. Like, nobody really knew what it was about. Nobody knew what the benefits of it over the Wii U were. It didn't really have any memory improvements over the Wii. And it didn't have a Dragon Quest game for it, so... that I'm aware of.
Well, there's your problem.
Actually, I don't think it had a Final Fantasy that it was unique for it either. It didn't have a Zelda? Like Skyward Sword, you could play on there. Actually, it did get a Zelda game later. Huh. Hello, Empire. So the Garleans managed to land. Repairs on their vessel appear to be well underway.
I doubt that they will leave at any time soon, however. Nay, they will remain here long after they have stripped the isle of all its secrets.
Whether or not they mean to linger, their presence here now is an unwelcome complication.
Indeed. Let us avoid confrontations unless absolutely needful.
I like how the guidance node actually just stays there. Yeah, the PS3 didn't have any didn't have any Dragon Quest either, but it had a lot of other things going for it in place of that, whereas the Wii U didn't have any of the staples. Close encounters of the sixth kind. The guidance node is ready to take you through the Gamma Quadrant. Warning, intruders detected in force in this quadrant. It is recommended that you avoid confrontation where possible. Be kindly reminded that, in accordance with the terms and conditions of use, you and your party assume all risks of damages or injury, including death, that you may sustain in course of guidance. Please follow me to the next matter conduit. It leads to the Delta Quadrant, where the facility's greatest achievement is located. That's scary. See don't get me wrong, like, I did enjoy the Wii U. It did bring out Wind Waker in another form that I can play it, and I still haven't gotten to it. It's on my list. I'll play it one day. But yeah, it unfortunately failed in a lot of respects. It just didn't have anything that people wanted on it. And they didn't try to market it. They made the same mistake Square made with Dragon Quest. They're like, oh man, Dragon Quest 1 wasn't as popular as Final Fantasy, so none of the other ones are going to be as popular as Final Fantasy. It's like, you fucking kidding me? Dragon Quest 5 has one of the best RPG stories in RPG history, as far as I'm concerned. And apparently lots of people in the Dragon. No way. Rocket Slime is awesome and fun, but Dragon Quest 5, its story is just fantastic.
Yeah, and Rocket Slime's story is fantastic. Is your dodo out?
It is not.
Need to get a paisa.
Actually, I would have definitely preferred FF12 to be a launch title for the PS3 because I feel like it was released at a time when people were starting to forget about the PS2 already, so they kind of just didn't give it a shot for that reason, and lots of people were just like, I want to get the PS3, I want to get the PS3, I don't really care about Final Fantasy 12. That and FF12 pushed the PS2 to its very limits. I feel like they could have done more with it. The Sixth Legion has been favored upon of Emperor Varus. It is the Iron Fist which he crushes uprisings.
These soldiers bear the sigil of the Sixth Legion, ordinarily deployed within Ilsabard. They are certainly a long way from home.
Ilsabard is the land where I believe is attached to Alamigo and Doma. Wait, something is afoot. Long, I'll discuss that in a minute.
Our objective lies at the heart of the Isle. The third will remain to guard the ship. while the second patrols the perimeter and eliminates any threats. The first will come with me to secure the research facility. Let no man doubt the import of our mission. The Allagans found a means to capture icons alive, and their knowledge lies hid upon this isle. If we can but acquire it, we would be able to prevent the beings from returning to plague us, thus ending the cycle of rebirth. I need not remind you that success will raise our legion high in the Emperor's regard. Yet, by the same token, his radiance does not tolerate failure. That is all. All troops, prepare for deployment!
So that is their purpose.
To think that the knowledge used to bind no less a being than Bahamut sleeps here.
Imprisoning a primal in such a manner would represent an effective means to halt the cycle of summoning, were it not for the grave and obvious risks.
Indeed. We need but refer to past experience, that of Bahamut's calamitous return, to see why this is not the solution we seek.
Held in duress, a primal will continue to nurse its hatred for mankind. And when it inevitably breaks free, its rage will be beyond quelling.
Whatever folly the Garleans mean to commit, they can wait. We must remain focused on our task.
Yes, of course. It would not be polite to keep the Archbishop waiting.
Okay, so yeah, FF6. FF6 is fantastic. It's one of my favorite in the series. However, it's funny you mentioned that they would get enraged if they heard somebody talking crap about it, because the only people who get more enraged about somebody talking crap about their favorite Final Fantasy than FF7 players are FF6 players, or fanboys, and girls. And their merit of the game is justified. It is a fantastic game, just like 7 is a fantastic game. But if you want to start a fight in Final Fantasy XIV, or at least back when I first started this game, all you had to do was say that your favorite game was Final Fantasy VII, and you think it's the best one, and people would just start arguing and fighting with each other. It was an odd way to form a catalyst for an argument, but there it is. And I never really see that with Dragon Quest. Like, people always agree that all of them are great, and they'll just say 3 is the best, 5 is the best, 8 is the best. I've heard someone say 6 is the best. While I don't agree, that is their opinion. What were you gonna say, Pac-Man?
Oh, I was gonna say, personally, I feel that it's more of a guy thing to get very, like, defensive over this is the best thing. Like, it's kind of like a sports team, I guess.
Yeah.
I'm sure there's women out there who
I've seen a few ladies in that were part of SM that were like that, but more often than not, it is males that get into these arguments.
Yeah. Nothing against guys, it's just how they express their passion about something.
As far as a cross between the PS2 and the PS3, I think that would have been the better option, but they didn't really start doing crossovers on systems until the Xbox One, Xbox 360, and PS4, PS3, if I remember correctly.
Yes.
Yeah, PMET wanted an Xbox 360 for a long time.
Guess what, Miro?
Do I have to guess?
I went on my Kana and I saw that I had like 97 coins.
You got your rainbow?
And I was like, oh, I can buy a damage skin, and I realized that those were tradable a while back. And I didn't really think about, oh, I could buy some on my alt to see if I got it. So I bought a damage skin. I only could afford one. And I got the rainbow one.
Yay.
The secret is to be Kana.
Apparently. Alright, we got 6 Legion bits attacking me now.
Now my Angelic Buster can have the prettiest things.
It might be the secret to be getting it, because it seems like, with the exception of Rainbow, all of the skins that you get seem to match what your character you're playing. Like
Yeah.
your Sentiment.
And the Night Guy I just get all the time.
Oh, these ones are taking a little bit to kill. They're like 500 damage a hit. Not bad. But when you have 2 of them hitting you, it's a pain in the ass. Alright, let's rev these monk engines. There we go. Alright, I think that's our transport right there. I probably took the long way around. I think I did. Oh well, whatever. Oh, the node has something to do. Alright. These purples lying around the side, around it, means that we're gonna have to fight something. Let me check my time on this though. I got 10 minutes left before reset was necessary. That you have survived to this point is in defiance of possibility, but it appears the danger is not yet past. Boop, boop. Warning! Intruders approaching. Please eliminate them if you wish to proceed. Oh, well, you're gonna die first. That's just how that's gonna go. This stone skin didn't even get to apply. And you're not even gonna get your shit. Oh, we got 2 more. These ones are monks. Let's see who the better monk is. Well, that one is trying to featherfoot. I'll just punch that off. Oh, no, he died. Never mind. Oh, we got 3. Ah, it's a Medicus again. Oh, I'm stunned. I don't like that. This gets suck ass. Duty calls. Commence battle for close encounters of the 6th kind. If your level is above 60, it will be synced.
I will be right back.
Okay.
That would explain my men's silence. We meet again. And this time, we will not be interrupted. Come! Show me your power, champions of Eorzea!
I think this guy forgot that I beat up Baelsar.
I shall make it quick.
I like how it's using turn 9 music. Stinny and I had the same idea. My party's just gonna stand in the fire, apparently. They are not smart.
So it comes to this!
Obsidian Carbuncle! Come! Alright, well, let's get out of there. Alpha Node. He needs air support, apparently. I don't remember how to deal with those ceruleum tanks. That could be the death of me. Get your ass over here. I like how you can still see Y'shtola and Estinian fighting out there. Okay, come here, please. Get your ass over here.
I'm back.
Hello. This guy's putting up a valiant fight, but he's not gonna win. He's trying to hit those ceruleum tanks with his attacks, but he's not winning.
And now that I have experienced it firsthand, Van Baelsar's defeat seems less inexplicable. You are a formidable foe, and I have thoroughly enjoyed our time together. Alas, all good things must come to an end. Allagan's secrets await, and there is no profit to be had in remaining here. Keep them occupied.
Coward.
It would seem we have no choice.
You must continue on. We will hold them here.
Take the eye. It should still hold enough energy to be of use to you. I shall join you as soon as I am able.
Enough talk. Make haste and stop the Archbishop.
Welcome to the Delta Quadrant, where methods are developed for mastering dragons. To this day, this sector is home to the live specimens brought over from the southern continent of Azys Lla, truly a testament to the greatness of the Allegan Empire. Fetters of Lament. The guidance notice has ill tidings to share with you. Bloop. I regret to inform you that the matter conduit leading to the flagship is no longer functioning. According to my records, it was destroyed by a dragon, which broke free of its restraints when they failed to approximately 2,369 years, 1 month, 24 days, 7 hours, and 4 minutes ago. Please find an alternative route to the Aetherochemical Research Facility. The Allegan Research Council apologizes for any inconvenience caused. Well, that's unfortunate. So thy journey hath led thee to this accursed place. Canst thou hear it, mortal? The ceaseless keening of my kindred, steeped in 5,000 years of suffering. Long before the Ishgardians and their base betrayal, there lived still more wicked men whose ambitions knew no bounds. Fearful of our might and covetous of our power, they devised a means to enslave dragonkind. Their vile misdeeds did set in motion a train of events whose repercussions are felt to this day. Beyond, thou wilt find one of my first brood. Hark unto her words. Partake thou of her pain. Think thou upon the suffering that the conflict betwixt our kinds hath begot. Indeed. Alright, what time is it on my recording? Perfect.